Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Got a lot going on. It's Super Bowl Sunday. That's fun. I'm just trying to see how I look. Yeah, there's a lot of traffic here. Oh my gosh, it came early. It wasn't supposed to come till tomorrow. Our Hello Fresh just got delivered. So I get 2 meals every other week. Just because it's something different. It has some things I never would buy at the store. Never ever. So, like, I think I ordered for a couple weeks from now something with mushrooms, and I don't eat mushrooms, and I would never buy mushrooms. But since I ordered the meal, that's what I'm gonna go with. Got anybody here? Just no, not yet. That's a quiet.
Super Bowl parties.
I know Super Bowl parties, but not everybody watches football. I mean, I wouldn't watch football if it wasn't for
Super Bowl is a
three
holiday.
men. It's a holiday.
It's like you having Christmas live.
There was a few Christmas lives,
There was.
and I actually watched them. I did. I watched the lives on Christmas. See, Barb is here. She's here from Knit Pearl and Squirrel. Thanks, Barb. So I was saying, it's a busy Sunday. A lot of people are live today, and it's the Super Bowl. And earlier it was the Puppy Bowl. That's exciting.
Hey, the fire's on over here.
I know.
Turn it
You
off.
you could turn out the beans are just on the stove warming for you. We have a lot of food. What? We have a lot of food today. I have, if you know what pozole is, it's a soup from Mexico. I mean, it's a Mexican soup. I have refried beans with tostadas and cheese, and I have regular just tortillas. Then my son got pizza, and then we also got crazy bread. There's chips here. What else do we have? All kinds of food here. Bonnie is here. Hi, Bonnie. Carrie's here. Everybody's coming from Squirrel. Rose Cottage is here. Maribel is hooked. Uh, you have to shovel snow. Okay. Hey, Dana. Dana's here. Christy's here. Christy, my neighbor. V is here. Oh, yeah. Isn't it? Pozole is good. And this is a good batch today. Thank you, Sandra. Oh, we have the same name. I love this squirrel raid. That's so exciting. Julie, welcome. First time for everything. You're going to have fun today. Today's coffee cup is from, can you see? I can't see what you, from Tim Hortons. So all of you Canadian people, I have family in Canada. I have a sister-in-law and her family live, where do they live, babe?
Vancouver.
Vancouver. I know a lot of you are from Ontario, so they're way far from you, but still Canadian. So this is what coffee cup I'm drinking. This, my sister-in-law sent me a package a few years ago with a bunch of Tim Hortons coffee and a bunch of Tim Hortons cups. And I thought, what is Tim Hortons? And oh my gosh, the best coffee. Best coffee. And they sell it here in K cups here in the States. Thanks, Maribel. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. Hi, Granny D. Thumbs up. Thank you. Dina's here. Dina, I'm good. Just busy and lots of stuff going on in the house. Dina's got juice. What else does everybody have in their cup? I don't have anything fancy, just some water. I hope the lighting is good. I can't really judge from what I'm looking at what you see. Well, I can, but it's still not the same. Lori says her hotel in Toronto was next to a Tim Hortons. It's addicting, Lori. It's addicting. Lori has, but she has Diet Coke for now. Okay. Yeah, that Tim Hortons, man, that's good coffee. That's good coffee. I was like a snob towards all of their coffees for a few years. My sister-in-law, she was my dealer. She got me hooked, but there was no for after I finished that stash of coffee, there was no Tim Hortons to get. It was only a couple years after that um, Tim Hortons K cups were available in stores.
Separated.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, my the two of my bears we went out to get in this frigid cold to get Little Caesars pizza. To each his own, right? I'm sorry. What's going on? Okay, scrunchies. Okay, you got scrunchies. All right. Sorry, I'm a little behind. Okay, Christine. What does Guelph mean? Is that a town? Uh, Last Minute Laura and Slim Potato Head, both YouTubers are Canadian, living in Canada. Yes, there's a lot of YouTubers in Canada. Yeah, a lot. Lori, Dunkin' Donuts would be like the American Tim Hortons, I guess. Do they have Dunkin' Donuts in Canada? Oh yeah, Crochet Nana. It's really good coffee. It's expensive though. It's comparable to the price of McDonald's K cups. And it's not always on sale. But I've been drinking lately this year and last year McDonald's K cups. I get it in like an 84 pack from Amazon. All right, let's see. I can't step out on community coffee. Local here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. My husband has been working there for over 30 years. Community coffee is it's a company. Okay. I have the hat from Crochet Creation B. Christie's hat from her live this morning. Speaking of live this morning, I was watching a little bit of DOY with Jeanette this morning. I actually wasn't on time and I caught the replay and I thought it was strange because it was only like not even a half an hour long. So I guess her power go off or something? I tried my best to get to understand that. But she was working on something similar to what I didn't catch the name because I was like lurking on the replay. She was working what it looked like was a gingham pattern where it's like you're carrying multiple strands of yarn and you're changing every 10 or however many stitches the pattern called for. In this pattern, I'm changing every 10 stitches. So here I'm dropping the light, and even though I'm carrying it, um, I'm using the dark, the teal. I will tell you a little bit more about this. Let me catch up in the chat. I'm sorry. I don't like Tim Hortons at all with whatever is the best deal there. Lori, yeah, not everybody likes, even some people don't like Starbucks. I'm one of them. I there's a story behind, there's a backstory behind there. See if I can get a chance uh, to tell you. I get K cups at Ollie's, so I just go with whatever is the best deal there. Yeah, some people can do that. That's good. I wish I was one of those people, but I have a hard time drinking coffee if it's not my coffee that I've been drinking. Like I go, so, you know, for years I was only Dunkin' Donuts. Then for years I was only Tim Hortons. Then now it seems like I'm only McDonald's. So we'll see what the future holds. I may get to a point where it wouldn't matter to me. I wish I did, because sometimes I'm somewhere out of town and I'll drink the hotel coffee. Ugh. Mm-mm. Oh, the hat is on your hook. Bonnie, you like espresso. I like espresso once in a while. But this pattern here, I was in a Zoom lesson yesterday with one of my friends, and she taught me how to do this. So I didn't think I would get this far. See, it already looks like a mini checkerboard. We only did 3 blocks at a time, just for starters. Um, I might could start another one and make it longer. I didn't think I would like it, but I do. I really do. So what I was saying, Whisper says, I prefer my, I'm sorry, Bushman caramel cappuccino over Starbucks any day. Starbucks here is not the best coffee at all. Just easy to get on the go. Yeah, Starbucks, you're Netherlands. Mm, yeah, I guess. Well, I don't really like Starbucks anyway. My favorite coffee, Lori says, is from a local roaster called Tinker Street. It is the only one I can drink black. I wish I could drink black coffee one day. So this is what I used to do. I used to go into Starbucks. Hi, Sandrine. How are you? Come in. Nice to see you. Sandrine. She's a lovely person. So I used to go into Starbucks and get their espresso beans. And I used to pay for them. And I used to ask the baristas, can you grind these Turkish style? So when they grind the coffee beans Turkish style, the texture, it comes out like the consistency of flour, like baking flour. So that's the texture. So I buy that. I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I buy their regular pound of ground coffee beans. So with an old fashioned coffee pot, not a K cup, not a Keurig, I would put 1 scoop of the Starbucks beans blended like that and 1 scoop of the Dunkin' Donuts. And I would mix it together and it made the perfect cup of coffee. A lot of people were like, what is with this coffee? I've never had it like this anywhere. And I told a few people my secret, but not everybody. But I guess I just told potentially 549 more people. And that's another thing that I want to say. Uh, I made it to over 500 subscribers. My goal was by Valentine's Day to make it to 500 subscribers. Well, I surpassed that goal really quick. It was kind of funny. One day I was just getting new person after new person, and it was nice. So, but then it came to an end, which is okay, I guess. All good things must come to an end. But I'm thinking about doing a giveaway to thank my 549 subscribers. Um, when you first hit a milestone like 500, you kind of wait to get some cushion before you do any announcement like that. So I think 49 people, that's a good size cushion, don't you think? So I'm going to think about doing a giveaway. So stay tuned for a video coming. Okay. Try a local roaster to drink it black. You can tell them what you like and they can help you choose one, like a winery. Okay. I just don't know of any local roasters. Maybe I have to Google it. I also really like the coffee at my local taqueria. They make it in a traditional big clay pot. So yummy. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes, Lori. Yes, please. Mm-hmm. V wants to know what my favorite food is. My favorite food, of course, the classic quesadilla, but I like the quesadilla. It doesn't like me. Can't have too much of those. But I do, yes, Dana, on the road to 1K. Um, I love pizza. I love quesadillas. So there's a trend there. Cheese. I like cheese, but not just any cheese. I just don't like all cheeses. I just like my certain cheeses. But again, can't have cheese every day. It's not, you're not going to be happy, if you know what I mean. Okay, farmers market. If they have those anymore, you know, um and Lori, I don't know where you are, but like here, it's like, what's the temperature right here? 5 degrees right now. And that's a warm front because when I woke up this morning, it was -7 degrees. That's so maybe in the spring I can venture out and look for local roasters. I didn't know that they had those. Yeah, Lori says her favorite food is something she doesn't have to shop for, cook for, or clean up after. And Barb, you live in cheese country. We're right below the cheese heads up there in Wisconsin. Our neighbors, the green home of the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, they like to come down here when the Bears play against them, and they wear big blocks of cheese on their heads like a hat. So you're in Indianapolis. We have an indoor market in the winter. Really, even now, Lori, it was a very weird. It was very weird. My best friend came over from the U.S. to Holland. She is lactose intolerant there, but not in Holland. So maybe it's the American, not the American cheese, but the cheese made in America. Maybe Holland just knows how to make it better so that you don't get reaction, you know? Did I mess up? I really shouldn't be doing this and talking. I think I must have messed up. So, yeah, this is not a good pattern um, to do while you're talking. I think I messed up down there. Yeah, I think I messed up a couple. Oh, well, okay. So it's not that bad. All right. Yeah, I found my mistake. Okay. Oh, good. Look, see? There you go. I think. I think. Okay, we have made it for centuries and centuries here. So yeah, we know how to. Yeah, you know how to do it in the Netherlands. The Dutch know their cheese, huh? Even now, so okay, Indianapolis, Indiana though is very different from Illinois. I could tell with according to the mandates and everything. Because sometimes I'll go to Indiana and things are very different than here, as far as masks and people are aware, like they're aware of the virus, but they're just not, you know. Here in Illinois, they take your temperature almost everywhere you go. All right. Lots of things like roasted coffee, goat's milk products, and hydroponic grown greens. I hope I read that right. Crafty Nomad is lurking in the background. Thank you, Sandrine, for remembering and reminding everybody about the thumbs up. Barb says, Gouda cheese you guys have. Gouda is a Dutch town. Gouda. Um, I don't like Gouda. I know a lot of people like it. Not me. I, but a lot of people think Gouda is Gouda. People saying hi. Are we low on the thumbs, Dana? Yeah, come on, get them, Dana. Let's see if I mess up this again. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, there you go. That's how you So the puppy bowl was on, like I said, bunch of cute dogs. Those dogs are so cute, and they're all up for adoption. But I feel like by the time I go on the internet and look for one, they'll be gone. So I said no. Plus, I have my puppy on the way. Indiana is taking the virus as seriously. Oh, Indiana is not taking the virus as seriously as Illinois. The city is more strict than the rest of the state. Not a fan of Gouda myself, Barb says. You prefer Edam. Never heard of that cheese. Yeah, Lori. Um, Chicago, the city of Chicago. Oh my gosh, it's really. I mean, you can't. I don't live right in the city anymore, so it's a little more relaxed. But like the restaurants have been closed for a couple of months again, and some there's a town, not my town, but the next door town. They just decided we're not going to follow the rules Illinois says. We're going to open our restaurants, and I don't know how they can get away with that, but I guess they did, and who knows. But I don't. I haven't been inside a restaurant. When's the last time I was inside a restaurant? Well, I guess when we went to Pennsylvania, I was in a restaurant. But before that, maybe September. I don't know. But anything we have for pickup or delivery, I just don't feel like it tastes as good as it should or would have been before the virus. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to work on this while I talk because I can't do that, especially with that pattern. Oops, sorry. What else was I going to tell you? So, my husband just got home. Did you enjoy the pizza?
Mhm.
Yeah? My husband's over there. It's just still looking out the window, going from window to window like a dog. My dog used to do that. When he would see a bird, he would go from window to window, seeing if he could catch the bird. Christy, yes. Now they've opened back to 25%. But I quarantined when I got back from Pennsylvania. And then I went out one day, but we didn't go to a restaurant. And then I've been home again ever since. Just home. I cannot crochet on my lives at all. Well, yeah, I can if it's just like one time I went live and I just did some dumb project, like a swatch of single crochet or half double crochet. So, but I can do a granny square on my live, but that's about it. I don't know what made me think I could do this. I got my cart here. I finally got one of these carts from Michael's, and I have all my whips, not all my whips. I have a few of my whips on here. It's very convenient, this thing. So convenient that I might just get another one, you know, because just because they're not that expensive. And actually, I put that together mostly by myself. Just a little bit of help from my husband. So, is it windy out, babe?
No, no, no,
It's not that windy. That wind, I can't stand the wind. The cold doesn't bother me because my winter coat really does a good job of keeping me warm. Then I have my boots, and then I wear pants that are not like I can't wear yoga pants outside and want to be warm. They make me cold. So I have to wear a certain kind of pants. And then I'm pretty fine, pretty much okay. Put my hood on and I'm good to go. But the wind, I just hate it. Just okay, Lori says Google local coffee roasters, Chicago. about, oh, you just Googled it. Oh, 6 popped up. I bet you can do it online shopping or apartment shopping. Is coffee an essential item since it is food? Well, yeah, that when the lockdowns first started, the coffee shops were open, right, babe? They were open, right? Dunkin' Donuts was open. Anything like to put in your mouth, that was open. So pretty much, a lot of people jumped on the wagon and say, well, I'm essential. I'm essential. And so yeah, I can't crochet on my lives either, Michaela says, but I did okay today with a granny square. Granny squares are pretty much, a no-brainer for, well, once you get it down, once you learn it. When you're first learning it, like when I first tried, I couldn't get the granny square for many, many, many months. And that was kind of, it bothered me for a while until I finally got it. Thank you, Dina. Yeah, that's my little yarniverse here. I did. Um, I just gave some yarn skeins to my neighbor over there. She was, kind of. She ran out of yarn. Bless her heart. I've never gotten to the place in 2 years where I ran out of yarn. But since it's so bitter cold, I said, "Oh, just give you some." Barb says her man is coming back from work as they canceled his drive due to the snowstorm. And you're fine with that. That's good. That's good. Um, I'd be fine with that too if my husband knew how to clean up after himself. But since he doesn't know how to, when he works from home, I usually pay a price, a big price. I have to go after him like he's a 2-year-old. You know how 2-year-olds, they just run around the house, dropping their juice cup here, their sippy cup there, their pacifier there, their toys here, their shoes there. They take off their socks and it's there, and their little Cheerios snacks are there everywhere. Everywhere there's traces of a toddler. Yeah, that's how it is when my husband works from home. There's traces of him everywhere.
Not true.
It is true. You just don't realize because it magically disappears and stuff magically appears in your drawers where they're supposed to be. You think it's magic. I wish it were magic, but it's not magic. Is that why you like that song from Coldplay? Magic.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Coffee is essential, and a lot of people like tea instead of coffee, and that's good. I'm a coffee drinker. Some people do both. I guess it's like knitting and crochet. But I would have been up all night worried if he was out there in such weather conditions. It must be really bad. Our liquor stores stayed open as an essential service because they don't want to have the hospitals overrun with people in withdrawal. At least that's what they said. Yes, that's what Lori, you know who told me that? Another person named Lori. Lori, you're not my hairdresser, are you? I don't even know my hairdresser's last name, but she's the one who told me that, and her name is Lori. Yeah, Christy, the cleaning fairy. Yeah, it must be a Midwest thing, huh? Oh, once a decade. Yeah, so it's pretty bad. Good thing they canceled his route then. Yeah. Babe, Christy's our neighbor. She doesn't even live 5 miles from us. Her husband says the same thing about her, that it's not true. Is that what it is? That they're in denial about the cleaning fairy, or the fact that they make so much, so much evidence of their appearance, of their presence. They make a lot of evidence of their presence. Hmm. They make a lot of evidence of their presence. How you like that one, babe? All right, the house is always a filthy mess. All these people here all the time. I know. I live with three animals. The bears. Well, one's a lion now. One is a lion. So I have lions and tigers and bears. I'm the tiger. So we got nothing but animals here. Just a bunch of animals. Bunch of animals. My husband is so quiet. He must be looking at a bird. What are you looking at out there, babe? I thought you were going to come participate with me.
Okay.
I'm not going to stay on too long because the Super Bowl is happening and I know my family wants to. I'm in the one room with the big TV. So it's our we have an open layout, so our great room is like a combination of a, yarn room, music room, front room, TV room, and it flows into the kitchen. So there's really no area where I can do a live, except if I go in my bedroom. But there's not really, you know, it's it's a very small room. Not very small. It's just that my bedroom set is big, so it makes my already big room look smaller than it is. Let's see. Hmm See, where did the okay? What's going on? All right, we have 17 watching and 19 thumbs, so we're doing good. Thanks, you guys. All right, I'm gonna make him some hot chocolate. That's nice. I like a good hot chocolate. I like hot chocolate also combined with coffee. That's not bad. Okay, Barb, you have a good evening too. Try to get some rest tonight. Don't stay up too late. I know you have issues with that with the sleeping. And oh, what did she tell me here? Sleepless. Your SDI stands for Sleepless Designs Inc. I think that's what you said. Choco cappuccino, delicious. Yes. All right, you gotta go, Lori. Thanks for coming by. Dina wants a cup, Barb. Barb says no promises. About the sleep? Okay. Yeah. So who's everybody rooting for? Anybody rooting for a particular team because they've been rooting for them all year long? That would be special. If you've been following that certain team and then they get to go to the playoffs and then they get to go to the Super Bowl, I bet those people are really exciting. Anybody like that out there? Because our team did not make it to the Super Bowl, so we're just watching. We're just watching for just to watch, see what happens. We got a veteran. Would you call him a veteran, babe? And more, a new guy. I was telling my husband earlier that it reminds me of Rocky. Remember the Rocky movies when Apollo came out of retirement to fight Rocky? So you got the older guy and the younger guy fighting. That's what this kind of reminds me of. What is Joe gonna make for the game, Dana? Anything? Oh, are you still not having meat? So you can have nachos and cheese. That's a good game food. Nachos and cheese and pizza without the meat. I don't have meat on my pizza. Just cheese for me. Just cheese. Anyone like something out of the ordinary on their pizza? Like maybe pineapple? That's kind of bizarre, in my opinion. If you eat pineapple on your pizza, no offense. I just find that kind of. But my brother puts ketchup on his pizza. I know a lot of people do that, but it still irritates the heck out of me. Especially when he puts it on Chicago pizza, because Chicago pizza, like, you don't mess with Chicago pizza, but putting ketchup on. Chicago pizza. I just, I don't see the point.
Some people put ranch on their
Chris,
pizza.
Christy, okay, you put ketchup on your pizza, but do you put it on, like, let's say if you get pizza from Giordano's or Lou Malnati's, do you still put ketchup on the pizza? Oh, well, I guess if that's, yeah, here's a funny thing I do. If I'm eating Jello, I have to eat it like cereal, meaning I pour milk over it and eat it like that. Oh, you put pineapple on your, not ketchup. Okay. Pineapple is weird, but not as weird as ketchup. Okay. But so you get it with the ham and then you call it Hawaiian pizza? Is that what it is?
Well, what makes ham Hawaiian?
I ham, cause ham. Hawaiians are into their pork and they love their pineapple. You know how they eat a lot of spam in Hawaii. Did you ever see 50 First Dates? All that spam? I love spam, but not on my pizza. So, Christy, let me ask you, since you're my neighbor, what is your favorite pizza place around here? I will tell you mine if you tell me yours. Oh, that's good. I was going to say, oh, that's good coffee, but it's just water. Yeah, we just went the one day I went out this week, we got pizza from my favorite pizza place, but it's not right around the corner anymore. We used to live in the town where it's at, but we don't live there anymore. We're further south and further west. So we have to, travel. It's not that far, but it's not like it was around the corner. All right. Bonnie says she does veggies, broccoli, spinach, eggplant. So that's a good healthy pizza. And your husband was from Italy. So broccoli, spinach, and eggplant. That's a nice healthy pizza.
That sounds good.
My husband just said that sounds good. Yeah, I just like my cheese pizza. But I like my hot dog plain too. Nothing on it. But I did venture out and started putting stuff on my hamburger after a while. But I used to eat that plain too. But mm, mm, there is so much hype on this football game. I'm looking at the TV. They're just have been excited since the morning. I mean, well, I'm sure they've been excited for weeks, but they're just keep talking about these two teams. In Italy, they even put shrimp on their pizza. Shrimp on the pizza. Have you ever tried that, babe? Shrimp?
It sounds good. I think I went to California Pizza Kitchen. They put everything on
Yeah,
it. No
California
problem.
Pizza
You know,
Kitchen.
the California Pizza Kitchens didn't last too long over here.
Used to be Mid Villa, but they closed the one here in town. Now Beggars. Do you like Beggars? And Canuts is where we usually.
Canucks and 147.
Canuts, yeah. Okay, so when we moved out here, we tried Don Monaco's, but Don Monaco's got a little heavy with the cheese. My gosh, they're just crazy with the cheese. But there's a place.
It's just goofy.
There's a place that was in Burbank. It's called Grassano's Pizza, the best pizza ever. And they moved across the street to Oak Lawn to get a bigger place, and they just could not keep. They never had a downtime, you know, and they actually have after a while just knock down their eat in area and make that into a bigger kitchen. So now it's all takeout or delivery. You can't eat in there. But it's a bigger place. You would think you could eat, but it's all pizza kitchen. Pineapple and do you mean shrimp is yum? Oh man. Well, generally I don't eat seafood, but my husband does. And I actually cooked shrimp at home for the first time ever. And it came out really good. I was kind of nervous following the directions. It was a Hello Fresh meal, and I had ordered the shrimp because, again, if you're just coming in, I ordered the Hello Fresh because it gives me a chance to make meals that I would not normally make because I wouldn't buy the ingredients for that. I wouldn't make a shrimp dinner because I would never buy shrimp because I don't even know anything about shrimp. Like, what if I pick the wrong kind of shrimp? I don't know. So, and coming up in a couple of weeks is going to be a mushroom dish, which I would never buy mushrooms, but this HelloFresh. So, needless to say, most of the time I don't eat the meals from the HelloFresh. It's just my husband eats the one serving, and then the second serving that was supposed to be for me, I pack it for his lunch the next day. But then some days he forgets to take it out of the fridge. And so I guess that gives me a night off of dinner. And I could have like a bunch of snacks for dinner. I don't know. Or like me and my son will have some spaghetti. And my husband, he likes spaghetti, but not every day. Not even twice a week. Or twice in a 1 week. Yeah. So you meant shrimp. Yeah. Yeah, you're daring. I'm not. Jello and milk, shaking your head. I know, it's a weird thing, but can you imagine Cool Whip on Jello, right? Cool Whip, I know, is not actually milk or a dairy product, but it's that kind of idea. So it's something cold and, wet but creamy on your Jello. And now I really can't have Jello without milk. I have to have it with milk. Yeah, it just tastes so good. And I can't see how long we've been on because I'm on my phone using the StreamYard and looking at my phone, there is a email that came on. And so it's like a banner on my phone and it won't go away unless I touch it. Unless you could come over here and touch it, babe. Can you touch this? Because I can't see. Look how annoying that is.
What do you want to touch?
You see this? Just swipe it. There. Thank you. Ah, look, I got another banner. Oh my gosh, with these banners on my phone. How do I take those off? I would have to stop each one individually. Those banners are annoying, especially when I'm trying to watch something on my phone and just every little while. Here's here's another notice. Here's another notice. Sometimes I don't care. I don't care. I don't need to know. This person is whatever. Anyway, we still have 11 people in here. So what's going on? Anybody have any thoughts on the game? Nobody has any opinions? Nobody who they're rooting for? The young guy or the older guy? Because that's what it is to me. Is the young guy and the older guy. The guy who's been playing forever. In fact, I read Tom Brady when he won his first Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes was in kindergarten. And I thought, well, someday or somewhere last year when Patrick Mahomes won his first Super Bowl, there was a kid in kindergarten who maybe will play Patrick Mahomes years from now. What do you think about that? Michelle says, until Granny D's live, I didn't even know who was playing. I don't watch sports. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't watch it either. Just because I had two sons and a husband, and I'm the only girl in that house, so I can't go a Sunday without football being on, even Saturday for that matter, because there's college football all day. I'm just glad that they don't have to watch Friday football with the high school. They don't. My kids actually, they never actually played football, so we didn't have that to worry about on Friday nights. But God bless those mothers who have to. I guess some of them actually think they get to go to the games on Fridays. They like it, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't be one of those football moms. I was more of a band mom, and I still was a lousy band mom at that. Yeah, I didn't like go to all the fundraisers and attend all the meetings and stuff. Just I wasn't. It's not that I'm not sociable, but I felt like a lot of the moms were different than I was. I didn't have anything in common with them. I didn't, you know, I just, I don't know. You know, when you know, you just don't feel, you just don't feel like you belong around certain people. You know what I mean? Like, other than we have kids in the same school, we really didn't have anything in common. Hmm. Any good birds? You seem very intense on your phone there.
I'm just waiting.
You're just waiting?
Ryan, are we gonna watch it
You
here?
want to? Well, okay, so,
No, we can go till 4 o'clock. You're fine.
yeah. Christy, my kids, we had them grow up in Burbank. So they were in Burbank schools all their all their career, all their educational career, from 3 years old till 12th grade graduation for my older boy. But then we had to move. We ended up coming here, and we were concerned because we didn't know how my younger son would feel about leaving his schoolmates after all these years. And he says, Mom, I'm sick of them already. I'd love to go somewhere else. And I said, okay, then we don't need to be, in Burbank anymore. Let's go somewhere else. So, yeah. Have you been where you are? You're like, is that where your kids were raised? Did it get any warmer? It got colder. When I first got on here, it was 5 degrees. It's now 3 degrees at this point. And I don't think I want to go anywhere. If they said for 10 days it's going to be cold. Oh, your kids went to Oak Forest. Okay. So, yeah, there was a big confusion when we moved here in Oak Forest, whether they would go to Andrew, to um, Sandburg, or Oak Forest, or even Tinley Park. So there was just, we were kind of like in the middle of every school. And so every school was like, they're not mine, they're yours. That school was like, they're not ours, they're yours. Finally, my son went where he went, and then that was just 1 year. So I don't know if he feels like an alumni of that school, because it's just his last year.
But mind you, you went to school with them from K4 to whatever. Call your notifications before you go.
Before I go, I know I have to. Oh yeah, I don't. I have too many things on my phone going on. How do people do it with their phone? That's why I don't know. Yeah, if you're going to use your phone, I don't know what's best. I'm fighting like with the webcam, the external webcam, the webcam on my laptop, and then my phone. So, but I think my phone looks best. And I finally figured out, I think I finally figured out how to do, to invite people to come on my panel with me. I know I had a hard time on Thursday when Dana and Joe came on. I had a hard time. And it looks like they all want to watch the pregame festivities. So I think I will hop off of here. You're in the middle, right? Yes, I am in the middle. I am in the middle of all those 4 schools. I'm not far from Menards. I'm like north of Menards. So you can imagine. It's, but I was actually glad that he went where he went.
It's not 4:30, is it?
It's not 4:30. It's not even 4 o'clock. And
No, I'm saying it's not 4:30.
it's not at 4:30. No, it doesn't start at 4:30. It starts at 5:20. So you still got a while to go. It's cold. My husband has the window wide open right now. He's into wildlife photography. And I guess you really don't have a choice because our view here is amazing, especially if you're into nature. I look forward to chatting again with you. Thanks for coming by, Bonnie, and enjoy that broccoli, that healthy pizza that you have whenever you do have it. So I am gonna go get off of here, and I will be seeing you at other people's lives. And until then, take care and stay safe. Bye bye.